What does the Spanish Grand Prix have in store for us today, I wonder? I hope we see some tight wheel-to-wheel action down the main straight, circa Mansell and Senna way back in '91, or maybe we'll have a more strategic race here on a track where overtaking can be difficult. It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the 730-metre sprint down to turn 1 of this 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through these 16 corners, but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of turn 9. It's not going to be plain sailing for our drivers today, although with the sky falling as it is, perhaps sailing isn't too far from the truth. Anthony Davidson, could be a wet one today. Great to have you with us. What are your thoughts?
It is a touch damp, isn't it? Well, as a driver, there are three big things to worry about when racing in these kind of conditions: standing water, tyre temperature and visibility. Judging distance to the cars around you is really tricky when you're driving through the vast amounts of spray that these wet weather Pirelli tyres kick up.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Kimi Raikkonen's perfect lap yesterday sees him start from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel and a Williams, Valtteri Bottas and Ricciardo, Verstappen, Magnussen, Sainz and Lance Stroll, Hülkenberg, Grosjean, Sergio Perez and Palmer, Ocon, Kvyat, Fernando Alonso and Marcus Ericsson. Wehrlein and Stoffel van Dorn completes the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, watch out at the race start. There will be faster cars trying to get past. See if you can hold them off. Let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch. Let's focus now for the rest of the race. we're seeing that the tyres are too hot. You need to cool them down. Find some standing water. Approaching the end of the life on these control electronics. Try to stay off the curbs and other rough surfaces. That. The distance to the leader is 11.8 seconds. Second place, you're in second place. Raikkonen is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 11.8 seconds. They're on old wets. Hamilton is behind you. Less than a second separate you. Pit window opens in 5 laps time. 5 laps, 28 laps to go. Other teams are fitting intermediate tyres. It might be worth considering changing yours too. Lance has come into the pits. Lance in the pits now. Complete, go now. You have 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining in the strategy. To the car in front is 4.7 seconds. Gap to car in front is 4.9 seconds. They're on old inters. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1 minute 36.9. So the gap to our teammate is 30.4 seconds. Don't start thinking about slicks just yet. Okay, you only have to stop once now. 1 stop left. Raikkonen's just put in a new fastest lap. Okay, gap ahead is 6.2 seconds. Our gap to the car in front is 9.8 seconds. Our gap to our teammate is 47.9 seconds. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs. It's not a perfect situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet. The gap to the car ahead is 10.0 seconds. Okay, looks like some of those puddles are clearing. We're still on the right tyre for the time being, but we're not a million miles away from slick conditions. Soft tyres at the next pit stop. Go, go, go. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres. Charger is on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum. Fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. Is lapping faster than us by around 1 second per lap. reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGU-H. Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep the temps under control. This is your final lap of the race. Superb driving. That's the race win.
It's been coming for a while, this one. What an excellent win for Williams. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres. But at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else. And that's exactly what they had today.
Oh, here they are now. I always love seeing the independent teams do well. Williams have a long and storied history with F1, and I'm delighted to see them on the top step of the podium. This round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. A strong race then for our championship leader. That's extended their advantage at the top of the standings. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, I think it has to be Fernando Alonso. He got the strategy spot on and consistently had the pace to come through as well.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Ferrari extend their lead at the top of the championship. There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.